Good evening and welcome back to episode 12 of season 9 of Factory Town Pipe Mania, where last episode we set this all up here to get us some fried chicken, well, raw chicken up here and then fried chicken down here to feed our town, which worked really wonderful, really well, really wonderful. Everything's fantastic. I did get a very awesome suggestion from Menno about we could raise the food mills up above the ground and run pipes from the farm up to them and then down again, because they don't need to be on the ground, so we could happily actually, you know what, let's just do it. That would be easier. Let's just do it. That would be easiest way to do this. So if I do this, there's one in there. What we can do is we can raise these three to be up on platforms above the grain, and the grain doesn't care. The grain doesn't particularly need sunlight to work. It doesn't need anything to do. It just, the grain does not care. The only awkward thing is if we want to put fields in underneath there, that will cause a problem later because of just how it works, just how it goes. The only problem to that is that we don't get the happiness bonus to them. We can kind of get a happiness bonus if we raise up the path and run a path along there, but it kind of messes the ratios up because of the way the happiness bonus works. So I think we'll do that. We will do that if we need to for space-wise. Right now, we're just going to carry on with the way things are and do things. I'll leave them platforms in there so I kind of remember it's there, but then we can run the pipes off of the farm and up and in. That's quite easy to do. You can run pipes above ground, plug it in, and then run the pipes from these back down to the ground to run the pastures. Not an issue. But if we did that, we wouldn't be getting the happiness bonus in here with our workers. So yeah, it would break the ratios to what we're doing. So, but it is an option. It's an option if we need the space. I think I will do that definitely if we require the space. It's not from there. Because these do not require ground access. The pastures do. The pastures have to be on terrain, so you can't put them up in the sky. But yeah, okay. Otherwise, I'd put it all up in the sky and just run a path up, and then it'd be, just the farms would be on the ground. But what I want to do today is we were going to continue with doing food, getting some food going, and bits and pieces going to get the happiness levels up. But I really want to do something with red coins. I really want to try and establish a way to get ourselves lots of red coin. Because we're going to need red coins for terraforming, and we eat through them very, very quickly. So getting a large supply of red coins early is going to be absolutely king for us. So let's have a look-see about what we're doing here. Let's have a look-see how we're going to get red coin. Let's go over to our houses. We can actually have up to 36 houses now, so we should probably do that. This isn't needed anymore. We can get rid of that. If we're going to have 36 houses, we might as well just put them in. To get all of them done. There we go. Then we run a path along here, down here, like that. There we go. And then we can run this up to there. I'm actually gonna right. So it's 6 houses, isn't it, or is it 8 houses? No, it's yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 houses per go, isn't it? So I'm actually going to remove those. I'm gonna run that down there like that. There we go. And then every house should be getting water, which would be fantastic. And then these will eventually start backing up because the spare water doesn't go on. And I think that'll work better for us. That'll work better that way. Yeah, I think eventually these should start backing up, because they will eventually fill up with water, which would be fantastic. Okay, there we go. And also, with more houses, you can get more happiness just by feeding the same goods to them. Does mean we have to look at our ratios for things, however. So right now we've just done that there, and that's fantastic. But is our fried chicken now doing enough? Our cooked chicken. Well, it still says 100% right now, but we may have a backlog of chicken. Come down here. I'll be selling bread as well, still selling raw fish. That's all fine. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, and we'll have to figure it out as we go in there. I did. I should have left put a sign here saying how many we need there. One bread kitchen is 20 houses. We should have figured that ratio out. I should have put it down there so I can figure it out. So we know if one bread kitchen is 20 houses, we need 2 for 40. We have 36. So that's good. How much can one chicken house supply? How much did this do? How much did this need? So we need. Let's get our chicken. Let's look at our chicken. Fried chicken here. Cooked chicken. Sorry. Is 90 seconds, 60 seconds, which is 30 seconds because we doubled consumption time. That's 2 minutes. So we need one chicken every 2 minutes. How much can you provide in 2 minutes? You take 5 seconds. 60 divided by 5 means you produce 12, which you 120 divided by 5 is 24. So one kitchen can produce 24 chicken in 2 minutes. So no, put a sign down here. Boom. This. Boom. One cooked chicken kitchen equals 24 houses. Hopefully that's correct. Numbers are adding up there fine. Bread and that's adding up fine. So I think that's right. Again, the we could get more consumption, so we could earn more coins for it. But we're not really worried about it. We're more just concerned with the happiness. So we know one cooked chicken kitchen is 24 houses. So we're good. We have enough for 48 houses. So we're good. Okay then. So let's look at red coins. What can we sell for red coins? Well, first and foremost, we can come down here to our supply. Let's make this larger. And this is in order with coins. You can't actually order things on this. It's a little annoying. I wish you could. Used to be able to, I think. Can't you order the goods one? Is that correct? Yeah, the goods one you can order by coins. There we go. So this is the one we want goods. We don't want goods. So here we go. So this one is ordered by coins. So you see here, all the other coins. You scroll down, and there you go. So if we sell berry cakes, they're worth 100 coins each. They're complicated to make. As you can see, they require a cake, jam, sugar, and berries. And a cake requires flour, sugar, butter, and eggs, which is just butter becomes that's quite a long production chain. One of the longest in the game is the berry cake. So yeah. Also, it's gourmet. It's not standard. So it's not the food market. It's the tavern. So you can run it alongside the food tavern. But we want to go down here and have a look at our red coins. So there's all the red coins that we can sell for. So firing is the best, but that's magic. We don't have access to magic yet, so we can't do that. Strength spellbook is also magic. Can't do that. Pickaxes. We do have access to all the stuff required for pickaxes. So should we try and sell pickaxes? Should we do that? Let's leave that open. I will put it over there. No, we'll put it over here. I'll pin that. Says hopefully. Yes, there you go. I don't know why the pin no code's not pin, but yeah. And if I open the house up here and we go to hardware, let's see here. So we want to get. Actually, hold on. Let's find a level. What's our highest level house? These level 8. These level 9. So level 9 house. Let's go with level 9 house. Just make sure we get in the correct numbers. As I said in the last episode, these increase depending on the house level. So you want 3 happiness here. So we only need to sell stuff that's worth 3 happiness. So we could sell pickaxes and axes. No, reinforced planks are worth more than axes. That's right. Oh no, because an axe is only. Oh no, an axe is actually easier to make. An axe doesn't require a reinforced plank. Pickaxe does require a reinforced plank, but axes are quite cheap to make. We can sell reinforced planks as well. They're worth 18 coins. We could sell warm coats and cloaks for coins, but they are clothing. They're not hardware. So we're after hardware at the moment myself. So in fact, I can click this here, and we can come down and just scroll through. So this is all food. There is hardware. This is like level 2. The hardware is level 2 stuff. So we can look. So the best hardware we can sell is pickaxe and then reinforced plank. And we want to make reinforced planks to make pickaxes anyway, and we want reinforced planks for ourselves because they are kind of important later on for building things. So we want to have a storage of those. So we should do that. We should do that. That gives us 4 happiness. We don't need 4 happiness. We only need 3. But it gives us the most coins. So we may go with that. We can also sell other things like iron wheels. It's not too bad. I kind of want to sell pickaxes and axes, actually. I know that sounds a little strange, but because of the way they work, I'm kind of feeling that we're going to be all made together because we make reinforced planks nearby. And the axes don't have any use other than selling wise. Pickaxes you can use in mines to increase your deep mining speed, which we need to look into. All these other things have like a use. We use them for building ourselves. Axes do not. Axes have no use, so I never make them. I really wish they would. I kind of wish. Yeah. Let's go off for a little. Let's go see. I kind of wish with the mine. You can supply pickaxes when you unlock deep mining. You can supply pickaxes to the mine, and it would increase the yield of goods underground. So if we go underground to the mining layer, here you see this has a yield. It doesn't increase the yield, sorry. It increases the speed at which the mine regenerates. Well, no, it does increase yield. Okay, well, it's that way now. Right, so instead of 60 underground, it will be 4 times as much, 400%. So it has a use. Mine pickaxes has a use, and they have a wonderful point of doing things. Axes don't do the same for here. Axes don't increase anything or don't increase the speed of chopping down wood. I kind of wish they would, so you could feed it to the forester, and then you get a better affinity on wood. These should have an axe here. They've got tree planter but no axes. May seem weird. An axe would increase the thing, but then pickaxes increase the mine here, so don't know. But axes don't have a choice, so let's sell axes. That's what I'm trying to say here. I want an excuse to make axes, so let's sell pickaxes and axes. Let's do that, shall we? So why don't we figure out making these back here? So pickaxe. Pickaxe is 2 minutes happiness duration and then 45 seconds for consumption. Half of that is 90. So 120 plus 45 is 165 seconds. Which is 2.75 a minute we need to do there. So how do we make that? How do we make pickaxes? Pickaxes are made in a workshop. But scroll down here. And a workshop takes 12 seconds to make. So 60 divided by 12 is 5. So a workshop can supply sorry, hold on. No. We need to figure out. Sorry, it's 100. 120 plus 45 is 165 divided by 12. How long this takes to make? And that comes to 13.75. So a single workshop can supply 13.75 houses for pickaxes. So I'm just going to say 13 because that seems like a good round it down. That's the easiest way. So let's put in. Let's not do that. Let's build another workshop. Put in a sign in front. You are going to say 1 Pickaxe workshop equals 13 houses. Now that means we're going to need 3 pickaxe workshops. At a minimum, we need 3 of them. Because we currently have 36 houses, so 12, 24, 36. Sorry, no, 13, 26, 39. So we're good for 39, so we're good enough for 3 houses. So yeah, we need 3 workshops. Pickaxes are also not made here. They don't get the bonus from here. They get it from mining or industry. Now we don't have a mining town. We don't have an industry town. So they can be made wherever. We just want to put them somewhere near a town. We only have a limited amount of town centres we can choose anyway. So we'll leave them here for the minute. But they're not... So we'll leave them here so they get a happiness bonus. But they will probably be moved to another town centre when we can research the next level of civics, which we can't do until we get to the next tech level after we've done this here. So, if we're going to need 3 of them, let's put 3 down here. This, and we will copy and paste all of that in there. That seems like a fantastic, good idea to do that sort of thing. And we now need to figure out what we need to supply them with, because working backwards along the way, I'm trying to. Yeah, trying to remember what we're doing here. I was like, my brain was going like, no, I was doing reinforced planks. No, I'm not doing reinforced planks. I'm doing pickaxes and wood axes. That's why. I'm trying to remember how many extra wooden reinforced planks we need, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So, this is our 3 for that there. What about axes? Should we go with axes as well? Because they kind of do link together. They need the same goods. So let's have a look at axes, shall we? Axes are 60 and 90, which is exactly the same as cooked fish. Sorry, cooked that there. So we know that's exactly the same ratio there. But is it the same ratio cooking wise? As in making wise? It's not. It's 8 seconds. Okay. So if a pickaxe is 90, 120. So 2 minutes, 120 seconds. And you create an axe in 8 seconds. 120 divided by 8 means you can run 15 houses. One 15,000. Now I normally wouldn't put these signs dotted around. I would have this written down somewhere, but I'm kind of doing that as sort of a test for myself, so that I can quickly glance at things and not have to try and scramble for a bit of paper and find things. We've got space for it, so I might as well just put some signs in places to do things. You can also make them float above the ground as well if you want to, so it wouldn't be a problem. You know, you're not using up space for your town centre. So okay. So if this is 15 houses, we need 3 of these. We're gonna need 3 of them. So connect that up there. We'll remove this here. But there we go. We'll move the sign over to there. So there we go. Okay, and again, this is these don't actually, the pickaxes are, so the axes are made in forestry or industry, and we don't have towns for that yet. So we'll get an industry town as well, because it's very useful, particularly when it comes to mining, forging. An industry town is very good for getting free forges, free iron from a forge, which is very useful. Very, very useful. You really want to do that. Really, really good. So what do we need? We need to add these all up together in a sort of way. Well, first and foremost, let's look at the iron, because iron's easy. We need to figure out what these need per minute added together, because they're going to have different requirements per minute. So in 12 seconds, you need 1, and in 8 seconds, you need 1. So we can add them up together. So in 20 seconds, you need 2. It's not quite how it works because of how balancing does things, but in in 20 seconds. These need a certain amount and these need a certain amount, so you should supply them separately. But if we lap them all in together, it'll be fine. So in 20 seconds, you need 2. So in 20 seconds, you will need 4 and then 6. So every 20 seconds, we need 6 iron plate. Because that one and that one added together, that one and that one, that one and that one. How much does a forge produce? Where are the forges? Where did I put the forges? They're the forges. Boom. You produce an iron plate in 6 seconds. Oh, and is it 1? Yes, it is 1. 1 iron plate. Okay, so 1 forge can run 2 of these, and then it's not quite 2 of those there. So because it doesn't divide properly that way. Minutes. Work it out in minutes. So how much do you need a minute? You need 5. You need 5 iron plates a minute. Okay, and what do you need? You need 60 divided by 8. You need 7.5. So 7.5 times 3 plus 15 for the other 3 there. So we need to produce 37. That's wrong. That's wrong. Bear with me a moment. Bear with me a moment. Okay, so I just had to check my calculations there because my brain is not in gear properly at the moment, and I was really worried that I was just calculating things wrong. And I'm not. Conveniently, I'm not. Very good. So we need, when it comes to iron plate, we need 1 every 12 seconds. Okay, so if we take 60 seconds and divide it by 12, that means this needs 5. So 5, 10, 15, because there's 3. This needs 1 every 8 seconds. So 60 seconds divided by 8 means it needs 7.5 a minute. We can times that by 3, 22.5, add the 15 for the other one. That means we need 37.5 iron plates to run all of these, which works out because an iron forge produces 1 every 6 seconds, which means it makes 10 a minute. So that's only 3.75 forges, so 4 forges, or half that, 2 1/3, if you run them at double speed like we are with the coin boosters. So that's an option we can do there. However, we do also need other iron plates. We need iron plates for the reinforced planks, and we need iron for the nails. I'm going to ignore the nails just for a moment because that's its own independent thing. But we also need to make reinforced planks. Reinforced planks requires 1 every 6 seconds. So that means this needs 10 a minute. So 10, 20, 30. So we can add 30 onto our 37.5 that we already have for iron plates, which makes it 67.5 iron plates a minute, which we know is 6.75 forges. 7 forges, we'll say. Or if we run it at double speed, then that would be 3.5 forges. And I'm saying double speed because I think that's what I'm going to go with the forges. We're going to always use coin boosters to double them up. We can add more coin boosters. You can add up to 10 coin boosters to make them even quicker. I could make them do 1 a second. Right now they do 1 every 6 seconds, which means 10, but they're actually doing 1 every 3 seconds. No, hang on. I'll turn that off. That's 1 a second, 2 a second. But the coin boosters are 1 ago? I thought coin boosters were 0.5 ago. That's a red coin booster. No, they had 1 ago. Oh, okay. Okay. So no, these are not running at double speed. These are running at triple speed. So, if we added up to, like there, for instance, and made it 6 a second, that means 6 work units per second. That means you are making 1 iron plate per second. That means you're making 60 a minute. Provided we can supply it with enough goods come in, this makes 60 iron plates a minute, which is almost enough to keep up with everything we're doing here, because we need 67.5. So yeah, my calculations were based on this running 2 a second. Now, yellow coins you can easily burn through quickly, but we have an abundance of them right now. We're doing okay for them. if stuff starts dropping down, that's fine. I would rather build more forges than stick everything in one place. Logistics wise, it's easier to have it in one place because you just pipe goods in. Omnipipes are very quick as well, so you're not really going to starve it. There is a limit, obviously, but I don't think you're really going to starve it. I'm not sure what the actual transfer rate of Omnipipes are. Might be worth testing to find out exactly where we're going to go with it. But yeah, that's what we need there. We then also need nails for reinforced planks. Nails are basically the same speed as is here. So you create one nail every 3 work units, and you need 2 nails to make a reinforced plank. So it balances exactly the same with reinforced planks. We are making reinforced planks here because we're doing stuff here already, making pickaxes so we could mine things and do things, blah blah. I'm going to leave this setup alone because it is currently supplying our town with books for research, which we need. It's working, it's doing the job really well. You're not getting enough leather in, but that's whatever, we'll do that. So I'm thinking of taking this and going elsewhere. Now, I did have a quick look-see to find if we could find any other iron. I found this iron patch out here and this one out here. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll build it out here and we will just we will platform. We will build it up in the sky on a platform because that's gonna make sense. In my brain, that's gonna make sense. So let's flatten down the top of that mountain there. We will also flatten down the top of this mountain here. That. And then we can just platform across, get the mining the iron ore. There is coal there as well. We get a coal mine going in there to make the iron, and then the iron can be made into bits and pieces. There are trees around which can make the wood, and then the wood can be made into pickaxes and axes, and then they can just be shipped into the town this way. And then this will basically become our industrial town. That'll be the idea of it. And it'll just be a floating industrial town. Rather than leveling everything down and costing us loads of coins to do it, we can just literally go... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take that little kink out there, because that's going to be awkward for doing things. I don't think there's any other weird... Nope, no weird kinks here. We can just take our platforms and do this. And they just cost us planks, which we can build. We can build more planks, so that's not a problem at all. So, that's the plan. That's the plan. I need to flatten down something and kind of put the mine in the center here, but I don't want to lose many iron ore. Oh, wrong button. Whoa. Build. Buildings. Mine. Where do I want to put it? I want to put it kind of... Well, like there. We don't want to get the gold involved. Let's not get the gold involved. So right there on that one there. So we'll take this. I'll increase this and I will flatten it down. That's nice and flat. We will remove these resources. There's a lot of iron in there. Actually, do you know what? I don't need to. That's a very old way of doing things. I must remember this. I must adapt to the new cart times. What I should do is just do this. And then like come over here and do something over here. Don't need to. Because you now use up the goods on the surface, I might as well just put the mine in next door. Let it use up all the goods that it's going to get. And then once it's used up all that, we can put the mine further over, bring it down, and then that mine can get access to things. So we'll have deep mining as well at some point. So put a mine in there. We want to put a mine in here for the coal as well. Doesn't really matter where. That'll be there. We want to put a forester in. We can't do a forester because we need planks, so I need to unpause the game and let planks go. But also time. Now, this has been an episode where I have been explaining lots of things and doing things, and I did say I was going to figure out the calculations off camera. I apologise for that. My brain's not been in gear for this episode, so I got trapped in it. What I'm going to try and do in future is, well, alright, we're going to do this, and I'm going to figure it all out first, and then just give you the numbers, and I've explained to you enough how to figure it all out, so you know how it's all figured out, and hopefully I won't make any mistakes in the numbers. We'll find out, because if I do, then our town will not get supplied with enough goods. So, yeah. We moved it over. But next time, we will get pickaxes and axes going in our brand new town that we're going to build over here. And then once we do our next level research, we'll put a town down and build industrial town. So, we'll do this here. We'll come back next time and we will do that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.